All right, welcome everyone to Super Casual Week 10. It is 7 p.m. Eastern, and we have football queued up and ready to go. A bunch of big, decisive games going on today. We are going to start out in Toronto, where the Las Vegas Venom take on the Toronto Rush. Venom 6-3. They've been on a hot streak. Rush 5-4. They've been playing pretty solid this season, but a couple recent losses here in their last few games. See if they can get back on track. Get the teams rolling. I've already pinged the Toronto Rush. And we want to get a prediction rolling. Okay, if you want to do it, I can. Doesn't matter. Uh, I think it's gonna be a pretty close ball game. Well, they got the Venom as a favorite, but I don't know. It's really tough to discount the Rush. I feel like they've definitely been competitive in every single game and have obviously won a handful, 5-4 on the season. We got an overcast day game with a little bit of wind. Yeah, all the devs going with the Venom. However, Toronto is slated with only a 12% chance. We'll see. Like I said, uh, a lot can happen. We've seen these odds go very, very wrong for some teams, sometimes in big time situations. Yeah, and if the Rush win, that creates a lot of seeding in the chaos. Right now it's pretty cut and dry. I think the order that I had posted in the game announcements is the current seeding. Lions 1 seed, Aliens 2, Venom 3, Silver Eagles 4, Toronto Rush 5, and the Flamingos at the 6th seed. That's how it would stand right now. And what's more wild is all 6 of those teams play each other this week. It just happens to be that way where they're all playing each other. So a lot of shakeups possible for the playoff seedings. Gonna get this game rolling in a bit here. Get some more Toronto Rush fans in the chat. Oh, I'm pretty sure I got all the game plan. Well, all the roster ones are easy. Yeah, they're good. They're fine. Think the Venom are gonna win? I think they could. They definitely could. Venom haven't done anything. That roster change's been made. Yeah, I think they also changed some people around in the roster spots as well. Not just like a depth chart, I think, or not just playbook. I think they had a couple people they switched around in the depth chart. So let's get it kicked off here in Toronto. SCFSL Week 10 is underway, so that also means this is no more for trade deadlines. We didn't see really any in-season trades, I don't think, which is normal. We don't. It's tough to trade generally during this regular season, and yeah, so extensions also can't happen until after the conclusion of the Super Casual Bowl. So you're always allowed to root for OT. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna make fun of you. You can do whatever you want. You just have to live with the consequences. All right. 1st and 10 at their own 15. Jordan's gonna fake it and throw it. And there's Deluxe Pogger. for a catch and a first down. Jordan in an empty set. Gonna throw to a Botterman, I believe, well covered by the Venom. Yeah, the Toronto Rush have had a really, really high-flying offense that has propelled them to this impressive. I mean, it doesn't seem impressive until you consider just like how far the Rush have come. I mean, the Rush have not been much of a competitive squad since, the second season since the first season, really, I was in the league here in S9. So, as there's Deluxe Pogger behind the defense and finally drugged down from behind, but not until he gets all the way to the 29-yard line. Nice throw by Jordan, who was at one point the best quarterback in the Dev League. Got roughed up against Vancouver last week in the Battle for Canada. Now, in terms of QB rating, he is number 5, but off to a good start on this drive. 2nd and 4. Here we go. Good to have you around, Laser. I always like to. I know Mertzy, I'm pretty sure Mertzy watches the VOD and stuff like that. So I try to give Colt Remington Wellington a shout out. Shout out to Mertzy. Toronto's drive stalls out on the Venom 23. Football's kick is up. It's good. The 40-yarder will give Toronto the lead in the ball game, but as we know, the Las Vegas Venom have one of the best offenses in the league. Actually, I think the best offense in the league in terms of points per game. Yeah, just under 36 points per game for the Las Vegas Venom. Next highest team is the Vancouver Victorious Lions at 32.5. So they know how to score. 3 points probably not going to be enough for the Toronto Rush to win. We're going to start out with a Rahe carry. And that's a pickup of 7, 2nd and 3. I don't think it was get a shutout. I think it was to be shut out. Deluxe. I think you misinterpreted that. I don't think it meant his defense is going to pitch a shutout. I think he meant he was going to get blanked. Anyway, because Murphy's Law. Colt Remington Wellington for a gain of 5 there. Good catch by CRW. Who's the league leader in touchdowns, fun fact. And trying to add another one there. Gets a good pickup, but brought down at the 48. Vegas moving the sticks. They're near midfield. And there's a Rahe carry. Who's got a couple. It's interesting. Rahe getting a little bit more action early in this game than we're normally seeing. He's, of all the starting running backs in the league, he has the fewest carries. But he also has one of the highest rushing yard averages. So good on Rahe, as Willie Miller with the big bomb is going to get all the way to the edge of the goal line, but they will mark him short. Ucker to Miller. Strong connection. Now, Rahe to run it in, and he's got a touchdown. Menno Rahe's 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and that's going to give the Las Vegas Venom the lead here near the end of the first quarter. Well-executed drive by Las Vegas, and they take the lead 7-3. Toronto set to get the ball back from a Nuts and Kirkin kickoff. Be Peter Tingle to return it. Tingle's been a little bit quiet here. I felt like he had a pretty big season last year. This season, I mean, it's been good. It's been good. He's got 8 touchdowns, which is solid. A little over 600 yards, but that's a solid sack by Luca De Ferrari. Getting in there on the play action. Loss of 4, 2nd down and 14 coming up. Jordan throws again. There's Pogger on the left side for a few. Defender was right in the vicinity. 3rd down and 11 for Toronto. Jordan with everyone split out here. Some time, then throws it, and it's, the receiver was behind the defense. He would have been picking up a 1st down and a lot more. That's a really tough drop, man. Toronto's going to have to punt this one away as we are at the end of the first quarter. Mitch Gotbiski return it to about the 40. So 7-3 here in Toronto. Still anyone's ball game. A little bit low scoring compared to what I thought it would be. But I think the second quarter will have some fireworks. That's a pickup of 9 by Rahe, who again, kind of running the ball pretty solid. Pretty solid run-in here from Rahe. He run it again on the misdirection, who gets the first down. Tough running. Moving the sticks and just getting past midfield is Rahe. Hurting his average, though. Ucker on 1st and 10. He's throwing for it. Has time, then checks it down to Boderman. All right, little Boderman action in the wide receiver 5 spot. He's going to get the first down up to the 35. And there's a Rahe carry for 5, so that will put them in a comfortable Knutsenkirchen range to give them a 7-point lead, but you have to think they want more. Now, again with a 5 wide receiver set. Ucker is back, throws it underneath to Remington Wellington, who gets a block down the right sideline, and the touchdown leader gets another one. Colt Remington Wellington. The quest for chasing William Slayton is alive. Touchdown there to give the Las Vegas Venom an 11-point lead with that Kiki Knutsenkirchen PAT. 14-3 as we're approaching the midway mark in the second quarter. Yeah, that's Remington Wellington's 14th touchdown on the season, and he could break 1,000 yards through 10 games after this one. Oh, of course, goal line formation on your own 19. It's a handoff to Thunderball, who's been quiet this season, but not on this play. That's a big John Thunderball run. The double juke moves, so deadly. Pickup of 19. Another handoff to Thunderball. This one is another good carry for 9. Turning what looked to be a minimal gain into a solid 9-yard pickup. 2nd down and 1 for Jordan, who's got everyone split out wide. Has to get rid of it quickly and does. Gets it to Jalen Smith, Toronto's leading receiver. And that is a first down. Toronto back into Venom territories. We get to the 2-minute warning. Jordan throws quickly and almost intercepted. I think that was Gotbiski in on the coverage right there. 2nd down and 10 at the Venom 37. Jordan has to get rid of it and does. Vilko Valkonen with a tough catch in traffic to pick up 10 yards. Moving the sticks. Nicely done by the Toronto tight end. Now at the 2-minute warning, Jordan's going to dump it off to Thunderball, but that's dropped. Only had one defender to beat. That could have been a score, but a couple of tough drops for the Toronto Rush have hurt them in this first half of football. Jordan thrown again. This time it's Pogger not dropping that one, picking up the first and ducking out at the 15. Pogger, sorry. Pogger, definitely one of the top possession receivers in the league right now. And he's getting another one and a block and a score. Touchdown Toronto to get those points right back. Deluxe Pogger with the catch and the score, his 6th on the season. The AT pending is good by football, duck football that is. 14-10. Got a good one on our hands. Yeah, actually, I talked about Deluxe Pogger being the best possession receiver in Toronto. Might be the best in the league, tied with Gonzo Leafson coming into this game for the most receptions in the league. Yeah, it doesn't quite get the yards per target. It has a few more drops, or has a better catch rate, so it doesn't drop it as much. So very good receiver for this Toronto Rush squad in Pogger. Ucker is passing it on 1st and 10. That's incomplete. Looking for Rahe out of the backfield. First incompletion for Ucker the ball game, so you know he's been efficient. Ucker throwing over the middle. It's Chico Cortez who breaks one and finally gets wrapped up from behind by Bob Robb Jr. Tackled at the 47. Nice 25-yard pickup. Ucker. Empty set. He's going to throw right sideline. JQ just announced his retirement for JQ Jr.'s coming through the ranks in the linebacker spot. Getting a catch there. Ucker throwing it again. That's way off. 2nd down and 10. Now Ucker, he's looking, throwing the curl route to Cortez. That's going to gate 9. 3rd and 1 coming up. Toronto trying to force a field goal or a turnover. Ucker trying to pick up the sticks or a score. Quick throw by Ucker, but it's well covered by Toronto. I think that was Bob Robb Jr. in on the deflection. 4th and 1. Nutzenkirchen trying to make this a 7-point lead. This 37-yarder kick is up, and it's good. 17-10, as we just have 43 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Good ball game on our hands, folks. 2nd half could be fireworks. Peter Tingle is going to return it to the 17. Mason Jordan with all 3 timeouts and an 83-yard field to work with. See if he can make it happen here. He's going to start out with a nice 12, 13-yard pickup to Valkonen. Clock keeps rolling, though. No timeouts used. Pistol. Jordan throwing. Wide open is Valkonen again, who breaks one down the right sideline. And he heads out at about the 38-yard line. 2 catches for Valkonen on this drive. 3rd one on the night. Putting the rush back in Las Vegas territory, and there's a throw to Jalen Smith III, who's got the catch. Toronto uses their first timeout, and they're up to the 23-yard line. Nicely done by the Toronto rush, getting in a good spot to score here. There's going to quick throw to Pogger, who gets tackled inside the 10 to the 9, and unfortunately, they are going to just go for a field goal here. That's how their time management works. So chip shot here for Duck football is up, and it is just barely good. So Toronto getting those 3 points right back. We have a 4-point ball game on our hands again. Venom still in the lead, though. Toronto has not had a lead since they were up 3-0 early in the ball game after their first possession. And we will see one final play before we head to the locker rooms. Really good ball game, folks. So if you bet on one team or the other, you probably don't feel like, it's in the bank yet. But, the Venom have the lead. So I am in head office, of course, so I haven't activated my Rush Chaos mode, win every game. But that's about to happen. Touchback for the Duck football kickoff. Venom at their own 25. Going to pitch it out to Rahe, and that is blown up in the backfield. Anna Kendrick in on the 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12. Oh, I should probably. Ucker going to throw it, and Willie Miller with the catch. Broken tackle down the right sideline, and finally drugged down at the 31. Miller had a big catch to set up a Rahe run for a touchdown on the first touchdown for the Venom. Another big Willie Miller catch there. Moving the sticks. Now Ucker with time. Going to throw it to Rahe. One by air, one by land. Rahe getting the reception out of the backfield for a score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Such a big piece for this Venom that they were missing this last season. Rahe, huge impact for the Las Vegas Venom, has now given them a 24-13 lead. Yeah, Rahe coming into this game was the 3rd best running back in the league in terms of receiving yards. So definitely getting the all-purpose yards work. That's kind of how you have to look at running backs anymore. There's not a lot of true rushing yard running backs in the league right now. Luca De Ferrari getting Thunderball, not an easy guy to bring down. No gain, 2nd and 10. Jordan, under pressure, throws it over the middle, and there's a lot of green and white. A lot of green and white jerseys there, but that's incomplete. 3rd down and 10. That might be the first, like, really bad throw we've seen of the ball game for either QB. As Pogger gets that catch, but good open field tackle, as Pogger is also a tough guy to wrap up on. Forces the duck football punt. So Venom, with an 11-point lead, are going to get the ball back here. Mitchko Bisky going to return it to, let's say, about the 32, 33. Third quarter, 3:13 on the clock, 13 points for the rush. And Ucker's going to throw it to Miller. A couple big catches for Miller. This one going for 9. Lost power. Ucker's going to throw it and almost throws an interception. The defender was right there lined up on the ball. That should have been easily intercepted. Instead, it's 3rd down and 1. And quick throw to Chico Cortez, who's got the first down. Not an easy one. Pressure all over Fred Ucker. Stands in the pocket and delivers a strike. And it's followed up with an Apollo Dankworth TFL. 3-yard loss. 2nd down and 13 at the 40. Ucker gonna throw it right side to JQ, who's got one. Missed tackle down the right sideline, picks up the first, and gets inside the red zone to the 19. Old man JQ, well, he's not that old. Retiring a little early. I feel like there's some strategy getting worked up. I remember retiring early. As Ucker throwing through the end zone, incomplete, looking for Rahe again. 2nd and 10. Ucker. I'm going to throw end zone to CRW. Colt Remington Wellington's 2nd touchdown catch of the night. That's going to kind of solidify his league lead in touchdowns. He's got 2 on the night, and that's going to make it a palindrome score, 31-13 here in the 3rd quarter. Too bad I'm not GMing Laser. I'd find a way to snipe him. He's on my Crabs team. He's my boy. JQ, I'd draft him 1st overall. Mason Jordan's going to throw it to Jalen Smith III. It's going to be a pickup of 9. 2nd down and 1. Jordan, empty set. Gonna drop back under pressure. Throws an interception to Frost Sucks, and Frost Sucks is going to take it to the house. Pick 6 by the Las Vegas Venom. And this is getting a little bit out of hand here in the end of the 3rd quarter. Hickey Nuts and Kirkins PAT is good. 38-13. That's a 25-point ball game for your quick maths at home. Ross Sucks is a pretty old linebacker, I think. I think he's S7, right? Or S8? Somewhere in there. Old man still getting it done. Maybe he's on the DL now. I don't remember. It was Zane's corpse. Hey, he's got to update. Tell him to update in, like, for the Kings. Jordan in the gun. Thunderball to his left. Going to fake the Thunderball. Quick throw to the right side. Pogger. Got a catch and a block. It's down to the 43. Jordan throws and Tingle with the catch near the first, 2nd and inches now. Well, it was a 17-13 ball game at one point. Jordan avoids that sack, throws it away, and the Venom have exploded for a 21-point 3rd quarter. Really pull away as we have maybe the last play of the 3rd quarter. Jordan, quick throw. Incomplete. So I think the Rush are going to punt this one. I don't know, I'd probably go for it. They are going for it. All right, nice. All right, 4th and inches. Ronald going for it. Jordan needs to pick it up. Throws his. Oh, God. Is it already that time of the night where we're starting that garbage? Turnover on downs. Ucker back in the gun, back on offense. Going to throw it to CRW. Breaks one, and he is booking it into the 3rd quarter with a touchdown. Colt Remington Wellington's 3rd of the night. Turnover on downs set up the 52-yard touchdown from Ucker to CRW, and this is a 28-point 3rd quarter. My goodness, this one got out of hand fast. Venom offense is absolutely clicking on all cylinders. I don't think there's a single team that wants to face them right now. Let me look. So they won last week against the Aliens. That was a big win. The one against the Dragons, that was a little closer than expected, but hey, win's a win. Even if you get 5 onside kicks. And then Venom won against the Twisters. That's 3 in a row. That's 4 in a row. Flamingos did against some good teams. Yeah, so they lost 20-17 was their last game against the Victorious Lions. Otherwise, they've won 4 in a row, and to add on to that, they've won 5 of their last 6. So Venom doing really well. Toronto gonna punt it away. Not what they needed there. Duck football kicks this one to Goat Bisky. Venom with a 32-point lead. Be looking to run a little bit more. I guess Ucker's passing out of the goal line. Best opportunity for the rush to get an interception, but cannot. They've had some opportunities, just have not been able to grab the interception. Great game from Ucker, though. Man, 4 touchdowns, pretty clean completion percentage, and that's helping that with that Cortez underneath route for a 1st down. Las Vegas to the 46 of Toronto now. Ucker, he's looking. There's a flag. Kyle Williams, first action for the tight end. Gets the catch, but that's going to be negated. Dermonte Webster with the hold. 1st and 20 now for the Venom. So coming up after this ball game, we will have another big-time playoff seeding implication matchup. Roswell Aliens and Mexico City Silver Eagles. That should be a good one. Then later we'll have Flamingos and Victorious Lions. I think that one will be pretty interesting as well. Ucker throws incomplete to CRW, so Rush are forcing a punt here. Hudson-Kirkin to kick it away to Hinsky. But instead it's going to be a beautiful coffin. My goodness, great punt by Kiki Knudsen-Kirkin down to inside the 2 near the 1-yard line. Going to put a lot of pressure on Mason Jordan. And Thunderball's going to carry it and give him some breathing room. Gain of 5. That was a really good punt. And off to Thunderball. Loses almost all those yards. Dreyfus, the GM, in the chat, getting the TFL 3rd and 10. Jordan, he's back. Under pressure, overthrows Pogger. 4th and 10 coming up. And they're going for it. Wow, this is not good. Jordan throwing and getting sacked by Luca De Ferrari in the end zone for a safety. So defense has got 8 points to their name. A touchdown and a safety now. 47-13. Las Vegas getting the ball back. on the free kick. Rahe right up the middle. Will he be caught? No! Metal Rahe gonna get a huge run for a touchdown. And now the Las Vegas Venom are just brutalizing the Toronto Rush. Peter Tingle turns it to the 18. Hey, I mean, you got to make the tackle. I don't know what to say. Rahe just doing a job. His job to run the ball, defense job to tackle the carrier. And there's Pogger with the catch, but man, when it rains, it pours. That is a holding by Bottomus Botterman. I didn't even see a fullback on that play. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Moving back 10, first and 20. Great game from Deluxe Pogger, though. Wow. Definitely trying to will his team to victory. Incomplete second and 20. Jordan throws. Pogger catches. 2-minute warning in Toronto. Definitely 4-down territory, but probably too little too late as it's a 41-point ball game. There's a tough catch by Deluxe Pogger. Toronto using their first timeout of the half. Jordan, he's back. Throws to Thunderball for about 3 or 4. And there's Schaefer. Not much action for Schaefer tonight, but getting a catch there for 5. Does it head out of bounds. Clock stopped at 1:45. A quick throw to Pogger, who might... Oh. Wow. Okay. Very, very close to a first down, but not a first down. Ucker's going to kneel this one out after a turnover on downs, so that will do it. 54-13 is your final. Like I said, I don't know if any team wants to mess with Vegas. So there is a W for them. That will push them up to 7-3. So if you're a Venom fan, you are anxiously awaiting this Roswell Aliens game coming up next against the Silver Eagles, as their head-to-head is split 1-1 apiece. So it's going to come down to some conference record or some help. But Aliens are a pretty good squad. They got one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best. So Mexico City will have their hands full. Especially because Mexico City has like the 3rd worst offense in the league. Oh, didn't realize that. Weird. One final kneel down. I think they can just run the clock out. I don't know if they will or not, but they could. Make my life a little easier. And they do. Big time. It was all Las Vegas Venom. 37 points in the second half. And that will be your ball game. They had that Frost Sucks pick 6. They had the Luca De Ferrari safety. Scoring points every which way. CRW, 3 touchdowns. Like, wow. Everyone getting in the end zone. All right, let's get to the next game of the night. I believe this one is in Mexico City, which is fine. We can just this. Right. Silver Eagles hosting the Roswell Aliens. Get some more predictions going if any mods around. And when the Eagles play, I like to have the stadium with the eagle on it. Lake Hawk Stadium in Chicago. When we got of course, the normal weather in Mexico City is snowy with high winds. Could be an interesting battle. Looks like Mr. Dave has got the aliens pinged. Did not even see him lurking in the chat. Do we have predictions up or paid out or anything like that? Don't know if anyone's watching this or not. Guess not. Well, whoever picked the rush lose. Looks like whoever voted for the rush lose their 10 channel points. I guess. All right. Dealing with resetting everything. Experts have the Roswell aliens as the favorite, but not by much. Not by much here. 3 of the 4 devs going with the aliens, though. And our boy James going with Mexico City, saying makes it look like they're playing in a different league today. Haha. You should wait until we watch Dev League tomorrow. That's a way different league. What we got? What we got? Who will win prediction up? Less than a minute to go. Oh, wait. No, that's just the old one. All right. I guess we're not doing one. All right. Let's kick it off. Here we go. It's going to be Roswell kicking this one away. David Vent 2 to boot it deep. Pee pee poo poo. Oh, wait. Sorry. Gonzo Leafson to return it. All right, Sioffin's in the pistol to start out the football game. He's going to throw behind the defense to Latavius Dokabasi for a quick hitter first down. Gain of 19. Sioffin's with time. Going to throw to Dokabasi, who's pushed forward for a first. Back-to-back Dokabasi catches. Back-to-back first downs. And that's intercepted. Sounded like it was deflected. Matthew Edwards in on the interception. Wow, that's a drive killer to say the least. Matthew Edwards getting it done. And where you at, Mr. Edwards? He's been having a pretty good season. But fun fact, that's his first interception of the season. So Grimes on second down is going to throw it into a bunch of traffic. 3rd down and 9 coming up. And they're going to fake it to Peterson with some time. Grimes throwing in a lot of Silver Eagle jerseys. 4th down and 9. So it doesn't look like Roswell's going to be able to capitalize on the Edwards interception. They punt it back to the Mexico City Silver Eagles. Softens with time, throwing deep, one defender, one receiver, incomplete to Gonzo Leafson. 2nd and 10 with all 5 wide receivers out there. Softens back, avoids the sack, and throws incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Softens, throws right side to Ulysses S. Grant, who's got the 1st down. Big time catch from Grant. That'll move the sticks up to the 46-yard line. Softens, throws, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Another throw to Grant is complete for a 1st down again, just like on that 3rd down attempt. Mexico City moving the ball well now. They're into Roswell territory at the 33. Offense going to throw it underneath to Leafson, who's got about 9. Ball at 8. 2nd and 2. And so offense is going to get hit while throwing. Incomplete, 3rd down and 2. They run for it on 3rd down. Juan Cena blown up in the backfield for a loss of 1. 4th down and 3 coming up for Caden Coleman, who's going to kick a 43-yard field goal. Kick is up and it is good. Mexico City taking a 3-0 lead here in the 1st quarter. Last game, I think Toronto took a 3-0 lead in the 1st quarter as well, and that ended poorly. Tabatabai. I'm not saying. I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that's kind of what it was. Roswell gets the ball back at their own 15. Grimes in the weak eye. He's looking to throw. Has some time going to his receiver, and that's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Grimes without a completion. Grimes also in his last season. That's incomplete. So 3rd down and 10. Grimes going to throw right side to Estrada, but Estrada is met by 2 Silver Eagles defenders. 2 yards short of the 1st down. Vent 2 going to have to punt it away. DJ Murray returns it to the 32, so we've got a defensive bout on our hands here in Mexico. Silver Eagles back on offense, trying to add on to their 3-point lead. Offense throws over the middle. It's Gonzo Leafson for a 1st down up to the 46-yard line. And there's Twerky McDingberry for the catch on 3rd down, but that's not going to pick up the 1st. Silver Eagles fall 2 yards short, just like their counterparts. Caden Coleman out to try to pin the aliens deep, and good-looking punt is going to be inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Nice punt by Caden Coleman. And Estrada going to pick up about 7 as we get to the end of the first quarter. Mexico City in the lead, 3-0. Grimes under a lot of pressure, throws incomplete. 3rd down and 3 coming up. Strong eye for Anton Grimes. Fakes it to Peterson, has some time, and throws it into a lot of Silver Eagle jerseys. So the Roswell Aliens have to punt it back to Mexico City. A lot of punts here. Peter softens back on offense. He's going to start at the 37. He's looking some time, throwing deep right side to, well, Daddy Longlegs, I guess. Looking for, I believe that was Dokabasi. Instead, Daddy Longlegs coming up with the interception. 2nd interception for this Roswell Aliens defense. See if they can convert it into points. Grimes thrown to Lid, incomplete. And that Peterson carries good for 5 to make it a very manageable 3rd and 5. Grimes with some time, throwing left side to Radiant's Ham, who breaks one down the left sideline. One defender to beat. And ducks out at the 12. Big pickup, biggest play we've seen offensively this ball game. Roswell now in striking distance as Grimes going to fake it, throw end zone, almost intercepted. 2nd down and 10. Peterson on the carry is going to get about 4. 3rd down and 6. Grimes looking over the middle end zone. Tabatabai with the touchdown. Roswell Aliens have taken the lead here partway through the 2nd quarter. Grimes to Tabatabai. Looking at Morteza Tabatabai's stat line. Just over 500 yards coming in this game, and that's his 8th touchdown of the season. Good season for Mr. Morteza. Anton Grimes in his old age, still doing pretty well, looking pretty good. 30th touchdown pass on the season. Good for, what, 4th in the league? Not bad. Like every QB's got like 20 touchdowns. That interception did help them out. They finally capitalized on a turnover. And Stoffin's going to throw to Poo-Poo. And that is going to be about 10 second inches coming up. Stoffins under pressure. Quick throw to Dokabasi, who's got the catch to the 48. Mexico City trying to get those points right back. They're just past midfield. Stoffins throws almost intercepted. Complete 2nd down and 10. Now softens the throw. Wide open is Pee Poo-Poo down the right sideline, who ducks out after picking up the first. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Softens, throws it to Leafson. That's a great gain by Gonzo Leafson. Inside the red zone now. Mexico City at the 13-yard line of the Aliens. Softens throwing for it again. A quick throw left side to Poo-Poo, who's got about 6. Offense throws, end zone, incomplete. Maybe some miscommunication with the receiver. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Go City trying to take the lead here. It softens. The throw, and Latavius Dokabasi had a big drive. Caps it off with a touchdown. Mexico City does take the lead here. Minute 38 left in the 2nd quarter. Points aren't at a premium, especially compared to last game. Grimes throws it underneath to Radiance Ham, who's very close to the first. 2nd and inches. Oswald with all 3 timeouts. Do a little 2-minute drill. Got a minute 20 still to work with and a 67-yard field. Grimes throws it left side. Almost intercepted. 3rd and inches now. And there's a tough catch. Wow, I don't know how Hunter's try to hung onto that football. My goodness. Roswell picks up the first. We're up to the 47. I'm going to throw wide open as Estrada for about 4, 2nd and 6. You want another fun fact here? Entering today's game, Anton Grimes had the fewest completions of any quarterback in the league. Next lowest person was 14 ahead of them. That completion helps the effort. All the way to the 21-yard line. Tough catch by Lucas Peterson. Aliens are driving. Grimes throwing, end zone, almost intercepted. Dangerous throws from Grimes this drive, but still getting a completion here or there to move the sticks. 2nd down and 10. See what Grimes can do. Got 3 wide receivers out there. Actually, I think 4. End zone, incomplete. Lots of coverage. Lots of coverage. You have to think at some point Mexico City is going to come down with one of these. Not a Roswell Alien. Now Grimes to throw. Back of the end zone. Incomplete again. So, looked like they were moving. 3 straight incompletions, though, at the 21-yard line. It's going to set up David Vent 2 for a 38-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. 10-10. Here. The end of the 2nd quarter. Just 22 seconds left. Fun fact, David Vent 2 has not missed the field goal. He is 10 for 10 on the season coming into this game. Now 11 for 11. Way to go, David Vent 2. Way to go. Softens, throws, incomplete. Softens finds Cena underneath for 3. That is probably going to do it. That play doesn't. The eminent 3rd down run will. Cena gets hit behind the line of scrimmage by Joe Bluth. And we'll head in the locker rooms all knotted up at 10 apiece. Really good ball game here, folks. So don't go anywhere. Keep your eyes glued to that phone screen, TV screen, whatever you're watching. PC screen. Amazon I don't know what the kids use anymore. Top to buy, and the Roswell Aliens going to start out with the football. Orteza returns this to the 15-yard line. Last drive, the Aliens were working down the field, got in a field goal range, and kicked a field goal. Knotted up this time. See if they can take the lead. Second and inches after that last play. Pearson trying to run for the first. Not going to get there. Dayton Sack, who I think is tied for the league lead in interceptions, or at least was at one point. Call him Dayton interception, I guess. Now Grimes, quick throw, and that is got no chance of being completed. 4th down in inches. Vent 2 kicks it away. Silver Eagles. DJ Murray going to return it to the 28. 10-10 here. Early on in the 3rd quarter, Roswell cannot do anything with their opening possession of the 2nd half. See what Mexico City can do. Obviously going to start out with a handoff to Cena, who's got 5. Offense throws to Blaze Boss. The longtime Vancouver victorious Lion now finds himself in a Mexico City Silver Eagle jersey, picking up the 1st. Offense throws the curl route incomplete on the left side. 2nd and 10. And there's a throw on the right side, incomplete. That was Dokabasi, the intended target. 3rd and 10. See what Softens can do here. He's back, he throws. It's Pee-Pee Poo-Poo with some space. Broken tackle. As the lead blocker. Gets all the way to the 26-yard line. Great run after the catch by Pee-Pee Poo-Poo. 4th catch of the night. Silver Eagles can score. See if they can get a touchdown. In the end zone, overthrown. Receiver was behind the defense. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10. I know Toasty's going to take Peter Soffens out back and whip him. Especially after that play. Waylon LaPrade with the interception. Roswell's 3rd pickoff of Soffens this ball game. They get the ball back at the 16. See if Grimes can capitalize. He's got a lot of time throwing deep. Estrada's got a step. He's down the right sideline. One defender broken, but tiptoes on the sideline. Heads out of bounds off the spin move. Roswell Evans get the interception. And a big follow-up play. Grimes to Estrada. They're in Mexico City territory. Peterson with the 3-yard carry is going to make it 2nd down and 7. Grimes fakes it with time. Thrown through the back of the end zone, incomplete. Now Grimes throwing again, almost intercepted. 4th and 7, so the drive stalls out. It's going to bring out David Vent 2 to try to take the lead. Kick is up. It is good. 40-yarder from Vent 2. His 12th field goal on the season. We wind down the 3rd quarter, 13-10 here in Mexico City. Now Juan Cena is going to run it for a yard. 2nd and 9. Offense throws incomplete. Almost interception number 4. 3rd and 9. Offense looking, throwing, and oh, the receiver looked like would have had the 1st. Instead, it's incomplete. 4th and 9. That's not the 3 and out the Silver Eagles wanted. I mean, despite the 3 interceptions and the couple 3 and outs here, they are not out of the ball game. Roswell trying to put them out of the ball game, though. They're going to start back on offense at their own 38. See what Grimes can do. He's throwing over the middle. It's Hunter Estrada, who's been his favorite target this ball game. No touchdowns for Estrada, but a lot of big catches. 1st and 10 near midfield now. Grimes throwing deep, incomplete. Looking for Orteza Tabatabai. Well covered by the Silver Eagles. 2nd and 10. Of course, goal line formation. It's strip sack, or not sack, but it's like Peterson got stripped. Ferguson Pork falls on the football. Loss of 6. 3rd down and 16 coming up. Grimes throwing deep. One receiver there. It's Tabatabai. 2nd touchdown of the night from Orteza Tabatabai, giving Roswell a 2-score lead. The one-on-one matchup generally favors the receiver. Tabatabai making the defender pay. And 2 makes this a 20-10 ball game. Kickoff to Gonzo Leifson. Be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter incoming. 20-10 here in Mexico City. Silver Eagles back on offense. They have been a little stagnant since midway through the 2nd quarter. See what Soffens can do here. He's got everyone split out. Throwing deep over the middle, and that's covered up. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Soffens, throws, and Gonzo Leifson's got the catch and the 1st. Soffens, throw it, and Leifson to catch it. That's a 1st down. Mexico City needing a few more of those. They don't necessarily need to rush anything, but down by 10 here. See what they can drum up. Soffens into a lot of traffic. Tight coverage, to say the least. Going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Soffens throws, and that's incomplete over the middle. 3rd down and 10. Soffens throws to Turkey McDingberry, who's very close to the 1st. That's a pickup of 7. Will the Silver Eagles go for it here? They do not. They're going to punt it on 4th and 3. Their own 47. Caden Coleman will kick it through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So, Roswell gets the ball back with 3:33 on the clock. 3:33. 10-point lead. I'm going to pitch it to Peterson, who's got a few. Making it to Peterson. Grimes with time, throwing it deep. Radiance Ham. Had a big catch in the 1st half. Been quiet since. It's a big catch there. To the 38-yard line. Roswell looking to solidify their lead as Grimes is going to throw wide open to Radiance Ham for a touchdown. Roswell now ahead by 16. PAT will make it a 3-score ball game. Not the best completion percentage game from Grimes, but no turnovers and 3 touchdowns. That's something you can live with. Event 2 kicks this one away to Mr. Gonzo Leifson, who is going to return it to the 14. First and 10. Soffens in the gun. With time, throws it short to Wansina for 6. We're approaching the 2-minute warning. Mexico City has to be thinking about working quicker and quicker, and Soffens looking to do just that. Bombs it deep to Gonzo Leifson, and Mexico City getting those points right back on a huge Gonzo Leifson touchdown. One-on-one favors the wide receiver generally. As I've said time and time again. Leafson with the catch. Colton with the PAT. 27-17. Gonzo Leafson hasn't had much production in terms of touchdowns, but has had a lot of receptions, which have to count for something. That would be Leafson's 7th touchdown on the season. But, yeah, one of the league leaders in receptions. So, 2-minute warning incoming. Roswell back on offense. They have a 10-point lead. Ryan's going to throw it to Lid, who's got about, thought he had about 9, but they give him the second effort first down. We're at the 2-minute warning. That's big. That's a big first down pickup for the Aliens. Ryan surprisingly throwing it again. Tabatabai catches it and cannot get the first. 2nd and inches, Mexico City using their first timeout of the second half. Weak eye. Rhymes hands it off to Peterson, who is met well behind the line of scrimmage by Bonderman. About a 4 or 5 yard loss. Mexico City using their second timeout, though. Roswell looks like they're going to throw for it. They fake it to Peterson. Throw it short to Radingham, who's got the first down. That's going to make it really tough as Mexico City uses their final timeout. See how Roswell plays this one out. They come back in the strong eye. Faking it to Peterson. I don't know why Grimes is still throwing it. That's incomplete, so that stops the clock at 1:41 and helps out the Silver Eagles. Peterson on the carry. Gain 6, 3rd down and 4. Pivotal 3rd down. Will Roswell run it? Will they pass for it? They're going to burn as much clock as they can. Best case scenario for the Silver Eagles, they're going to get the ball back deep in their territory. It's maybe not the best case. They could force a turnover here. As Pearson runs for it, does he have enough? Yes, he does. Wow. A generous spot, and that will do it. Roswell can just kneel this one out. They have a 17-point second half to give themselves the victory here in Mexico City. And with this win, the Roswell Aliens are going to advance to 8-2. Mexico City Silver Eagles are going to drop to 5-5, tied with the Toronto Rush. So that could get interesting. Stout defensive performance by the Roswell Aliens. Again, they have one of the best in the league in terms of points per game allowed. So that will do it. Coming up after this, we have Flamingos and Vancouver Victorious Lions. A rematch of the, which one was that? Was that the S13 Super Casual Bowl? And here we go. Good game from Anton Ramsey with the 3 touchdowns. All right. Game set up here. Fort Lauderdale under 500, expecting more. See what they can do. Oh, I better do some weather. Bingo's up, baby. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What is this? Why is Indianapolis way there? A new one? Is this a new one? Or is this just way out of place? Let's do this one. Maybe it'll break things. One could hope. Right, experts have this as a Mingo favorite. Woo! All four devs. See, I've never simmed the Super Casual Bowl, nor paid attention to the aesthetics because the aesthetics don't really matter in a game like this. So, all four devs siding with the Fort Lauderdale Flamingos. Vancouver with a 40% chance to win it, though. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think we'll have a good ball game on our hands. I hope so. Let's see. Do we have a prediction roll in? Like we do. 30 more seconds on it. A lot of people picking the Lions. Potential cheap money if you want to go for the aliens. Could be worth it. Aliens, I think they could pull a victory off. Totally think so. Get this game rolling here in Vancouver. We have an interconference matchup. Mingo's looking to get back to 500. Lions looking to instill their dominance as having the best record in the league. See what they can do here. And so, Zuko Ito, longtime Lions kicker, gonna kick this one to Ernesto Romero III. And that will start us off here. Ball on the 24. Miracle Robinson Jr. and company. We'll start out with trips to his right. Hands it off to Noble II. And that's a good carry for about 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up. Now a flag as Noble II runs for it. Picks up the first, but the offsides will be accepted. I think it was a first down either way. So, Mingo's picking up the first. All up to the 33. And Robinson Jr. overthrows his target. Complete 2nd down and 10. And Robinson Jr. throws to Dash Runman, who's got the catch short. Jukes it inside to the 48-yard line. Picks up the first down. Nicely done by Runman. First completion of the night for Robinson Jr. goes for 15. Now another Noble second run is going for 3 in the open field by Steelflex, but not after making a couple defenders look silly. 2nd and 7. Robinson Jr. throws, overthrown. Ugh. Hate that. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Faking it to Noble. Throws it short, and Runman with the tough catch right in front of 2 defenders. Doesn't matter, because ratings and coverages don't matter. 1st and 10 for the Fort Lauderdale Flamingos at the Vancouver 36. Robinson Jr. rolling deep. End zone. Runman with the catch and the touchdown. Fort Lauderdale striking first. Catching it right over top of 2 defenders. Mingos take the lead on their opening offensive possession. Pablo's PAT is good. 7-0 here in Vancouver. Kickoff fielded by Henry Moore. And the victorious Lions going to have to respond here. Start out on offense at their own 20. Bones is back, throwing underneath to Kylie Ray, the fullback. And that's a pickup of 8, 2nd down and 2. On the 28, handoff to Troy Frosty, who is met in the backfield for a loss of a yard. 3rd and 3 now. Brandon Arispe Romero getting in there on the stop. And Bones, quick throw, incomplete. A lot of people hung up on each other there. 4th down and 3. Zuko Ito kicks this one away. And it's going to be Money to return it. You know, I think it's just the game planning on why there's not more interceptions happening. That's just my take. Miracle Robinson Jr. throws it to Matt Cawthon. First action of the night for Cawthon. That's 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Robinson Jr. throws it, and Runman, intended target, not going to come down with it. Incomplete. 3rd and 7. There's some coverage there. Robinson Jr. throws it incomplete, and that's 4th and 7. I don't understand. I gotta give other teams a chance. Chance to do what? First and 10 at the 24. Ben Bones company set to take over. See if they can pick up a first down here. It's Oliver O'Connor getting the big completion to the 50-yard line. Rookie receiver, one of the best rookies in the league. Getting it done there up to midfield. Bones with some time throws it over the middle, and Smoke Man Muscles got a tough catch right between 2 defenders for the first. That's about 10. Moving the sticks. Vancouver up to the Flamingos, 40. Bones with time, throwing it, and incomplete. Bones on an almost identical looking play, incomplete again. Guess that doesn't work. 3rd down and 10. Bones gonna throw it deep over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Henry Moore, and that is going to bring out Zuko Ito and the punt unit. Looked like they had a drive rolling, but 3 straight incompletions. Ito out here to punt it away. And it's a pretty good-looking punt. Really good-looking punt. Incredible punt, actually. Inside the 1-yard line. Flamingos with a long field to work with. Robinson Jr. back, throwing, and gets it to Noble the second for about 15. Giving them a bunch of breathing room as we get to the end of the first quarter. Fort Lauderdale is in the lead 7-0 here in Vancouver. Trips to his left. Robinson Jr. is under center. Going to hand it off to Noble the second. The misdirection, but that is not getting much. Maybe a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Faking it and getting it to Cawthon. That is a pickup of 3 or so. 3rd down and 6. Robinson Jr. throws underneath the Noble II, who's got the first and a little bit more. Thomas Noble II getting to the 36-yard line. Moving the sticks here. There are the Flamingos. Robinson Jr. throws, and Cawthon catches for a couple. 2nd down and 8. Robinson Jr. He's back. He's looking, has to get rid of it, and I guess the football is lava. 3rd down and 8. See what the Flamingos can do. This drive started at the 1-yard line, and Cawthon with the catch is not going to get it. Tackled after a gain of just 3, needed 8. 4th and 5, Pablo to punt it to the Lions. Pablo's kick looks to be a touchback. Vancouver still trailing by 7 here. Hasn't been a score since the Flamingos' opening offensive drive. They have an 80-yard field to work with. See what they can do. It's Bones to almost throw an interception. The receiver wanted nothing to do with that football. 2nd and 10 coming up. Bones, he's back. Throws it well short, and the receiver ducks away from the football. 3rd and 10 coming up. Bones throws it into a lot of traffic. That's incomplete. 4th down and 10. And now I think the Vancouver Lions will punt it back to the Flamingos. 3 straight incompletions. Lions offense looking flat. Eddie Money's going to return it to the 32. Robinson Jr. under center. 3 wide receivers out there. He's dropping back with time. Throwing deep to Runman. Almost intercepted. 2nd and 10. Faking it. Robinson Jr. throwing it to Cawthon, who's got about 7. Call it 6. Don't know why Vancouver's calling a timeout. 3rd down and 4. Robinson Jr. with everyone split out. He's back. Throwing over the middle. There's a flag. It might be a hold. It is. They will decline it and take the 4th down. Pablo going to be back out to punt it. This one doesn't look to be returned initially, and will, fortunately for the Lions, roll back through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line yet again. Bones, he's looking, he's throwing. Grayson, first catch of the night for Jason Grayson. And that's a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. It's the 2-minute warning here in Vancouver. Lions trail at home by 7 to the Fort Lauderdale Flamingos. They are on offense. See if they can get something going here in the 2-minute drill. They pitch it to Troy Frosty, who's cutting it in and around, picking up the 1st down. Big run from Troy Frosty. So the Lions offense looking pretty flat there, but maybe that'll ignite them a little bit. They're up to their own 44 now. Owns with some time, throws it to Grayson for a yard. 2nd down and 9. Owns with time, throws it left side to O'Connor, who's got the tough catch up to the 27-yard line, and it looks like the Lions are in a position to score points for the first time in the ball game. Just about a minute left in the half. Owens throws it over the middle to Henry Moore, who's got the 1st down, getting to the 10-yard line. Nice 1st down pickup by Henry Moore. Bones is back, throws it quick to Smoke Man Muscle, who's got about 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. Did get out of bounds to stop the clock at 47 seconds, so we'll see if they can punch it in or not. Bones throwing for it to Frosty, who catches very close to the end zone. 3rd and inches coming up. See what they can do. They've got everyone split out wide. This could be a very interesting play. Bones, quick throw through, or incomplete to no one's surprise. 4th and inches. Vancouver going to have to settle for 3. Ito's kick is up, and it is good. 17-yarder. 7-3 here in Vancouver. If you wanted Troy Frosty to run it, then you should set up the sliders to do that. Romero III is going to run it to the 19-yard line. 7-3 here in Vancouver. See how aggressive Fort Lauderdale is. I believe the Lions start the second half with the football. There's a short throw for a first down. No timeouts being called, as we'll probably see the final play of the half. Robinson Jr. with time, gonna throw it deep. Gets it to Ernesto Romero III, and we hit all zeros in the half, but not until Romero III crosses the goal line. Big time play to head to the locker rooms. Fort Lauderdale now in the lead, 14-3. Big time throw. They finally air it out at the end of the half. The best time to air it out. So, Vancouver with an 11-point deficit now. Henry Moore is going to return it up to the 22-yard line. Wrong eye for Ben Bones. 11-point deficit. See what he can do. He's back. Throws it incomplete to Henry Moore. 2nd and 10. Bones under pressure, just gets rid of it, and Henry Moore comes down with a very difficult catch. All the way to the 38. Picking up the first down. Bones throws it and almost throws an interception. 2nd and 10. Bones gets rid of it to Smoke Man Muscle, catches in stride, makes one defender miss, and finally brought down at the 23-yard line. Smoke Man Muscle getting the Vancouver Lions back in striking distance. He looking to get points back on offense. Grayson with the catch and a first down inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Nice catch and run by the tight end, Jason Grayson. And 1st and goal. Frosty's going to try to run for it, and that's maybe a yard. 2nd and goal now. Trips right. Under center. He's going to pitch it to Frosty, who's got nothing but space. Touchdown, Vancouver, victorious Lions. Frosty on the weak side pitch, no problem. Ray Frosty with his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. That's tied for the league lead, I believe. That'll make it a 4-point ball game after the PAT. Ito kicks this one away. And Ernesto Romero had that half-closing touchdown. Turns it to the 19. Fort Lauderdale in the lead. See what they can do on offense. The junior's going to throw it to the left side to Cawthon for a few. 2nd down and 7. Now, another pass from Robinson Jr. has time. Wide open receiver, it's Cawthon. Finding a soft spot in the zone. Cawthon coming down with it all the way to the 48-yard line of the Vancouver victorious Lions. Now Robinson Jr. looking to throw it again. This time it's short to Williams, who's got some blocks and very close to the first down. 2nd and inches at the 38. Coming up for Fort Lauderdale. See how they play this one out. 6-2. We'll see who lives, who dies by it. Robinson Jr. hands it off to Noble II, who is going to die by it. Peter Lewis in on the stop. A loss of a few. 3rd down and 3 coming up. See what Robinson Jr. can do in the gun this time. Fakes it under pressure and hits hard. Play action on 3rd down. Not my favorite play calling there. Forces Pablo back out here to try to pin the victorious Lions deep. This punt is a good-looking one. Great punt. Excellent punt to the 3-yard line. Vancouver with a long 97-yard field to work with now. Bones in the strong eye. He's back. Throws, and Henry Moore. Wow, what a crazy difficult catch to grab at the 13. As Ben Bones, with time, throws it underneath to Oliver O'Connor. That's only going to get a yard, though. Good open field tackle. 2nd and 9. Bones throws it. Troy Frosty catches it for about 5. 3rd and 4 coming up as we wind down the 3rd quarter here in Vancouver. And Bones throws it to Smoke Man Muscle. Does he have enough for the first? No, he does not. 4th and inches. So Victorious Lions are going to punt it back to the Flamingos. They trail by 4. But we will hold off on that punt until we get to the 4th quarter. Still anyone's ball game, 14-10. It'll be Eddie Money to return it. And that's going to be Flamingos football at the 31. Now Robinson Jr. getting sacked quickly. Derek Wildstar getting in the backfield. Loss of 8. Just completely unblocked, or minimally blocked. Robinson Jr. faking it to Noble II. And that is incomplete on a deflection. 3rd down and 18 for Fort Lauderdale. And playing such great defense against a really good offense. See if they can hold on to the lead. Robinson Jr. going to air it out. And Ernesto Romero III, acting like there's no coverage there whatsoever, gets the big-time completion for a 1st down and a whole lot more to the 33-yard line. Robinson Jr. avoids sack, throws it incomplete. Fort Lauderdale definitely in field goal range. Robinson Jr. throws wide open as Cawthon on the left side. Steps out of bounds, I guess, after a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7 coming up. And Robinson Jr. some time. Throwing and incomplete. That'll make it 4th and 7. Bring out Pablo for the 47-yard field goal. Pablo's kick is up, and it is right down the middle through the rain. 17-10 in Vancouver. Lions set to get the ball back on this kickoff. Henry Moore going to return it. Moore is going to get up to the 18-yard line. Trips left. Bones under center. He's back under a lot of pressure. Does get rid of it to Henry Moore. Turned what would have been a big sack into a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. They were sending the house at Bones. And off to Frosty. That's maybe going to get a yard. On Ubercastle in on the stop. 3rd down and 5. Lions haven't been very good at converting 3rd downs this game. See if they can do it here. Bones looking, throwing to Frosty. Very close to the 1st. They do not get it. 4th and inches coming up. Vancouver, they're going for it. So risky play call here. See if they can convert. Bones under center is going to throw it. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. That's going to set up the Fort Lauderdale Flamingos with great field position here at the Vancouver 28. Robinson Jr. throws to Cawthon. And that's a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Trust me, you wouldn't want to run it. Robinson Jr. with time, throwing end zone, incomplete. 3rd down and 7. Robinson Jr. throws it short to Noble II. That's another incompletion. So Pablo gonna kick a 42-yarder from the left hash to try to make this a 2-score ball game just before the 2-minute warning. Pablo's kick is up, and it is good. 20-10 here in Vancouver. Fort Lauderdale now with a 2-score lead. And that is going to be a touchback, so Vancouver with all 3 timeouts, they got to work quickly here. See if Bones airs it out a little bit more. He's thrown a lot of short passes, hasn't been getting a lot of first downs. What else? A short pass through the left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hail Mary formation, it looks. Bones trying to throw for it, chucking it deep, and incomplete. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Bones throws it short, incomplete. 4th and 10. Vancouver's game hopes ride on this conversion here. Bones is going to throw, has to get rid of it quickly. Gets it to Jason Grayson, who's got the catch. Clock stopped at 1:46. Vancouver getting all the way up to the Mingo's 43-yard line. Bones throws it incomplete to Smoke Man Muscle. Bones going to throw it quickly to Oliver O'Connor. That's incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Bones has to get rid of it quickly and does. That's incomplete. So Vancouver relying on another 4th down conversion here. See what they can do. Bones with time, throwing it. Frosty with the catch and the 1st down up to the 31-yard line. Another 4th down conversion for Vancouver. Time is winding down, though. 1:32 left on the clock. As Bones finds Smoke Man Muscle down the right sideline, and he ducks out all the way inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So it's good. Could see a touchdown here from Vancouver. In the weak eye, Bones looking, throwing, and Henry Moore in the end zone, back of the end zone for 6. So just don't go anywhere yet. We could still have an interesting ball game on our hands. Zuko Ito is going to kick this PAT through the uprights, and it's good. 20-17. I guess they're going for the onside kick. That's interesting. I probably would have played it straight up. Zuko Ito attempts the onside kick, but it's Swan Song Goose in on the recovery. So Fort Lauderdale is going to get the football at the 44. Vancouver does have all 3 timeouts, though. See what Fort Lauderdale can do. Noble II runs it very close to the 1st down, and they get it. Probably should have just kicked it off normally, but that's Robinson Jr. is going to pass for it. Gets it to Romero III for a short gain. Vancouver using their 2nd timeout. 2nd and 7 come up. Interesting call to pass it here. Looks like they're maybe passing it again. I don't know what they're doing. Robinson Jr. faking it, throwing it. Cawthon catches it short of the 1st. Final timeout used by Vancouver. 3rd and 2 at the 25. Robinson Jr. under center, hand off to Noble, and Noble's got the 1st down. A juke move, does not fumble, and that is ball game. So it was a little exciting, but the Fort Lauderdale Flamingos are going to kneel this one out and come up with a victory in Vancouver. 20-17 here, big time win by Fort Lauderdale over Vancouver. Robinson Jr. kneels it, and that will do it. Yep. There you go. Fort Lauderdale back to 500 at 5-5. Vancouver, victorious Lions drop to 8-2. They still have the 1 seed though. Coming up next, Dragons and Frost Giants. Set to be an interesting matchup. We'll see how it goes here. I'll ping the squads, I guess. Know what anyone's doing. Right, here we go. Whoop, that's the wrong one. This game here is going to be in Reykjavik. Let's see if the Frost Giants can get back to the 500 like their counterpart Flamingos. If they do, that makes it very, very interesting for the playoff seeding. Get some weather rolling. We transition to our night games. And here we go. Experts have Reykjavik as a heavy favorite. We'll see how it plays out here in Reykjavik. Get our kickoff underway shortly. Set to kick it away is Justin Tucker of the Denver Dragons. Io Torrent going to return this one. Oh, Reykjavik going to take over at their own 16. Jerry Riggs under center. See what he can do. He's dropping back. Quick throw to Rylan Moffitt. That's a pickup of 6. Wrong eye for Reykjavik. Riggs back with time. Throwing deep. And Caleb Boateng catches it, breaks a tackle, and scores right away. Matchups definitely favor the wide receivers tonight, as Caleb Boateng getting the early score here in Reykjavik. (7-0) is Oliver Davis. Takes this one back to the Dragons. Only took 2 plays for them to score. See what the counterpart Denver Dragons can do. Washington is throwing an interception to Udokira Cloudera. Frost Giants getting the football back at 37. Riggs in the gun. He's looking, he's throwing end zone. And Caleb Boateng with another touchdown. Wow. Back-to-back plays with Caleb Boateng touchdowns. Frost Giants out to a very early lead here at home. Is up and it is good. 14-0. here in Reykjavik. Denver was Swiss cheese defense. Kaiser Washington with everyone split out here. And he's going to throw it to a wide open Boderman all the way up to the 48-yard line. Denver in a hole early. See if they can shake it up here. 1st and 10. Washington looks, throws to Boderman again, who's got the moves. Catches it for a first. Denver quickly up to the Reykjavik 37. Might be a no defense kind of game. Four wide receivers and a tight end out there for Washington, who's going to throw it, overthrow it. Had Cam Jones wide open, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Washington with time, throwing, and there's a flag. I think it's a hold. It is by Heckenboy Chonker. Penalty will be accepted, so it'll be 2nd down and 20 coming up. Pistol formation. Washington. He's back. Gets strip sacked. And the Reykjavik Frost Giants with Tomas Perez falls on the football. It'll not be 1st and 10 at the 46 for Reykjavik. They are just getting their way. Pitch to Richards is going to gain about 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Looks like they're in Hail Mary formation. Riggs throws it, and Caleb Boateng, who else, catches it, gets all the way to the 7-yard line. Riggs throwing it to the fullback. That's incomplete. 2nd and goal now. As Reykjavik looking for their 3rd score of the night. Taking it to Richards. Riggs throws, and no receiver wanted anything to do with that football. 3rd and goal at the 7 now. See if Denver can force a turnover or at least a kick. Riggs throwing with time, end zone, incomplete. 4th and goal. Now Oliver Davis going to try to make this a 3-score game here in the 1st quarter. Kick is up, and it is good. 24-yarder. We'll make it 17-0. Hometown fans loving it. Oliver Davis kicks this one away. Scotty doesn't know is going to return it to the 15. Washington. Throw it out of bounds, I guess. Make it 2nd and 10. Washington throws it incomplete to Jones. It'll be 3rd and 10 very quickly for the Denver Dragons. And there's a deep throw to Scotty doesn't know. Broken tackle down the right sideline. Denver getting some points back. They score on the 85-yard Scotty doesn't know bomb from Washington. Tucker's kick is up, and it is good. 17-7. Not a lot of defense in this game, I guess. There was the strip sack, I suppose. All right. Io Torrent going to return this one. Going to get out to about the 23. Riggs is back with time. Throwing deep. Receiver wide open. It's Billy Bob Booker Thompson. Drugged down from behind, but not until he gets to the 27-yard line. Big catch by Billy Bob Booker Thompson. 50-yard pickup. Riggs with time. Throwing end zone, and it's incomplete. Thought that would have been a touchdown. They usually are. 2nd and 10. And play action. Riggs throws this one out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Up for Reykjavik. Last time they had to settle for a field goal. This time they're in a line formation. Okay. Faking it. Riggs. Throwing it. Incomplete. Looking for Richards. 4th and 10. So I guess they will kick a 44-yard field goal. What a big offensive first quarter for the Frost Giants. Oh, no. Kick is up and no good. Oh, that's, I guess I thought I was going to say they're, 20-point first quarter. Not that 17 is bad either, but, like, Oliver Davis misses the kick. That is Oliver Davis's first missed kick of the season, and it's going to remain a 10-point ball game. Okay. Oh, Washington on 2nd and 10. Throws it quickly, incomplete. Did not want to throw to the wide open running back. 3rd and 10. Washington throws over the middle. It's Scotty doesn't know. Had the touchdown earlier. Picking up a tough first down here. All up to the 39 of Denver. Winding down the first quarter. It's Kaiser Washington throwing deep, well through the right sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Washington throws. Cam Jones catches it. Good open field tackle after gain of 6, and we are into the second quarter. 17-7, Reykjavik in the lead. Denver on offense, though. Who got the pick on Washington? Nobody. Oh, pick was Cloudera. Sorry, I was thinking strip sack. And that is going to be a punt by Tucker, out of bounds at the 7. So Reykjavik with a long field to work with. And there's a throw to Richards, who's got some space. And Richards is up to the 36-yard line. Nice pick, Richards. Run after the catch, 29 yards. Riggs throws it, and Billy Bob Booker Thompson with a tough catch to get into Denver territory. Frost Giants now up to the 47. Richards runs it and gets about 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. And off to Bonderman, but that's going nowhere. 3rd and 4 coming up. Riggs with some time, throws it, incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and I think Davis is going to be out here to punt it away. So a couple of punts here from the teams in the second quarter after an offensive onslaught in the first. Denver gets the ball back at their own 12. Washington to throw it. Cam Jones to catch it for about 4. 2nd and 6. Speedy Gonzalez is going to carry it for about 5. 3rd and 1 coming up for Denver. Washington spreading the field out. He's back. Throws it, and it's dropped. Incomplete. 4th and 1. Receivers right there. So Denver's going to have to punt it back to Reykjavik. Would have been a big play. Instead, it's going to be Cam Lewis. Return this punt. He'll get to the 30 or so. See if anyone gets any points in the second quarter. Gary Riggs got a 70-yard field to work with. Could do so on this drive. Riggs throwing and intercepted. So not on this drive. Goon. Zizagoon on the INT. Giving the Denver Dragons great field position. Take over at the Reykjavik 44. Kaiser Washington almost gives the football right back, though. 2nd and 10 at the 44. And throwing deep. It's Scotty doesn't know with another touchdown. Big catch and some broken tackles after it all. Touchdown, Denver. We approach the 2-minute warning. They are now on the board for 14. Reykjavik's 17 to 0 point lead has quickly dwindled down to just a 3-point lead. Io Torrent will return this one. Get to the 25-yard line. Pretty decent little return. Riggs back throwing. Wide open is Caleb Boateng. Big time catch by Boateng, who's got 2 touchdowns in the game. Really big game for Caleb Boateng, really. Reykjavik all the way to the 33 as Riggs throws. Time, has to get rid of it, and throws another interception to Zizagoon, and he's going to return this one a little bit. Getting all the way to the 32. Wow, what another costly turnover by the Reykjavik Frost Giants. Dragons trying to capitalize on it, maybe take the lead this drive. Washington throws it to Jones for a couple. 2nd and 7 coming up. Line formation, I guess. Washington throwing and complete. So the eminent 3rd down run will strike. No score on this drive. Washington runs it and met in the backfield by Tomas Perez for a loss of a yard. Reykjavik calls a timeout. They want the ball back, so Tucker's going to punt it to them. His own 35. Pretty good, pretty deep punt. Cam Lewis returns it to the 17, 16. Reykjavik with 2 timeouts and a $1:22 on the clock to maybe score again. Riggs throws almost intercepted. 2nd and 10. Riggs got a couple interceptions on the night. Pretty close ball game here in Reykjavik. It started out as a all Frost Giants game. Since then, it's been a lot of Denver Dragons points. As Richards get the tough catch, wrestled down at the 36. And Riggs is going to throw it to Io Torrent, who's got a big catch in. Up to midfield. Frost Giants call their 2nd timeout. 56 seconds left in the half. Riggs throws it. Incomplete. Looking for Richards. 2nd down and 10. Riggs. Time. Throwing it deep. There's a flag. Torrent coming down with the football. But the cheesy puns hold will set that back. 10 yards. 2nd and 20 now. Quick flag. It might be an offsides as Riggs with a bunch of time. Throwing it deep. Incomplete. It is an offsides by Bottomus Botterman. Will now be 2nd and 15. Riggs Throws it. Torrent cannot come down with it. 3rd and 15. Gonna see what Riggs can do here. 1 timeout still. They hand it off to Richards. That gains about 5. 4th and 10. Denver calling their first time of the half. Oliver Davis trying to pin the Dragons deep. This is a very, very good looking punt and is the best punt of the night. Inside the 1, giving Denver a long field to work with. Washington, shadow of his goalposts. Gonna throw it incomplete. Receiver cannot hang on to it, I guess. 2nd and 10. Oh no. This is bad. In the goal line formation. Washington dropping back. Throws, gets it to Scotty, doesn't know. Heads out after a gain of 8. So takes him potentially out of safety watch here. 3rd and 1 now. Washington gets rid of it. Damari Rose catches it, but is short of the first. Clock keeps rolling here, and I think they're just going to go to the locker rooms with a 17 to 14 point lead. I guess they got to call the play off, because it might return for a touchdown. It will not. 17 to 14 here. 14 straight points for the Denver Dragons, and they start with the football to get us going in the 3rd quarter. Washington is in the gun. He's looking and throwing through the left sideline, incomplete. Where have you seen that play before? 2nd down and 10. Washington throws it over the middle. Who finds Scotty, doesn't know. Big game for doesn't know. All the way up to the 33-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Denver Dragons to work with. Washington gonna throw it to Bonnerman, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Washington throws. Cam Jones catches it for about 3. 3rd and 7. Washington throws it underneath to Bonnerman, who has to stop his progress. Gains 3. 4th and 4. Dragons punt it away. This punt will not be returned. Going to end up as a touchback. Reykjavik back on offense at their own 20. Haven't seen much scoring in about a quarter of football. See if that changes here. Richards with the carries, gonna get it 1st down and a little more. Nice 12-yard run by Dick Richards. Making it to Richards. Riggs throws it to Richards, and that's a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 coming up. And Riggs hit while throwing. Gets it to Richards. Is very close to the first. Wow, a lot of pressure going right at Jerry Riggs. 3rd down and 1 coming up for Reykjavik. See what they can do. Riggs, quick throw, and Io Torrent with the catch. Burned by the 6'2" of the Denver Dragons, and the Reykjavik Frost Giants capitalize with the touchdown. Davis has the PAT good. 24 to 14 midway through the 3rd quarter. Reykjavik with a first score since the 1st quarter now have a 10-point lead. Doesn't know who's had a really big game. Is going to return this one to the 25. What Denver can do. Been pretty quiet on offense in this half. Washington's going to find Jones, who is not going to get much. 2nd and 8. Now Washington was it right side to Bonderman for about 3. 3rd and 5 coming up. Washington throws it into a lot of traffic. That is incomplete. 4th and 5. Denver has to punt it to the Frost Giants. Tucker kicks this one away. Yam Lewis return this to the 22. Riggs throws it to Bonderman. Late flag. That's a hold. Wow, it was really late flag. Love to see it, I guess. 1st and 20 now for Reykjavik. Riggs with time, throwing deep, receiver way behind the defense. Caleb Boateng. No one's going to catch that man. Touchdown, Reykjavik Frost Giants. They now have a 16-point lead. EAT pending to make it a 17-point lead. Denver going to have their work cut out for them in the 4th quarter. Scotty doesn't know, returns it to the 20-yard line. Denver in a deficit. Need to start making things happen quickly. Washington, quick throw, complete. I guess that's dropped. 2nd and 10. Flag, as Scotty doesn't know, catches it. I think it's an offside, so the play will stand. Up to the 36-yard line are the Denver Dragons. Why am I dropping so many frames? Washington throws it. Tribble catches it. Alright, am I good now? Nope, not good. What in the fuck? Okay. Are we good now? Alright, you dropped a lot of frames. The rush play, yep, the rush played the very first game. That's what was on the schedule. As we get to the 4th quarter here, Reykjavik in the lead, 31-14. Denver, though, inside the Frost Giants red zone. Washington over the middle to doesn't know, jukes it up and scores. Scotty doesn't know his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. Denver trying to make it interesting. PAT will make it a 10-point ball game. Tucker kicks this one away. Torrent fields it. 31-21. Your score as we are early in the 4th quarter. Frost Giants can add on some more points. Riggs throws it incomplete to Richards. 2nd and 10 now. Handoff as Riggs gets smothered. 3rd and 10. 14, 2 straight incompletions for Reykjavik on this drive. They can do here, it's Riggs to throw. Looking deep and gets it to Billy Bob Booker Thompson for a big first down all the way to the Denver 43. Coverage does not matter. And off to Richards, who's got about 3, 2nd and 7. Briggs to throw it over the middle to Io Torrent, who's got a big pickup, getting to the 23-yard line. Ikovic doing a good job of moving the sticks when they need to. Faking it. Briggs hit while throwing, but still gets it to the fullback Botterman for a gain of 6. Wow, that was a really interesting play. 2nd and 4 coming up. Ikovic taking a lot of time, and there's risky throw, almost intercepted. Briggs looking for Richards out of the backfield. 3rd and 4 coming up. Briggs throwing through the back of the end zone, incomplete, so that will bring out Oliver Davis for a field goal. Has one missed kick earlier. See how good Davis is from 34 yards out. Why am I dropping frames so bad? Why am I dropping frames so bad? Alright, we're back. Fourth and 4, and I think it's go for it time for Denver. I feel like they need this pickup. See what Washington can do. Over. And Billy Bob Booker Thompson gets the touchdown in the end zone. That's probably going to do it there. Now it is a 19-point game. The AT is up and it's good. 20-point game here in Reykjavik. Denver calling a timeout. Second timeout of the half, but probably too little too late. 3-score ball game. Have to work really fast. Final timeout used by Denver. See what they can do. I don't know why they're throwing all these short passes, but not really how their sliders are set up, but oh, it's whatever. Ratings don't matter, game plans don't matter, nothing matters. Incomplete. 3rd and 3. And Washington's going down fast by Commander Fluffy. First sack of the night by Commander Fluffy. Big play by Jordan Tribble. They get him inside the 20. And there's a catch by Cam Jones, who will get into the end zone for a touchdown. Denver now trailing by 14. Fortunately, they have used up probably a little bit too much time. The AT is up and it's good. So onside kickoff time for the Denver Dragons. See if Tucker's got some magic in him. And does not. Normus is going to recover it, and that'll do it. Reykjavik can just kneel this one out as they will come away with a 41-28 victory. So that's going to make it very challenging for the Denver Dragons to make the postseason. And then we have 3 5-5 teams over in the international division, with the Hammerheads looking to play the Lidditz Twisters. That'll do it. So we will move on to our final game of the night. Hammerheads and Twisters. This one is in Madagascar. All set here. Experts have the Hammerheads as a heavy favorite. Let's jump right into it. My bad, squad. But it's goes on a 3 and out, running it to the Hammerheads.
Sit hut. Go. Strike. Good. Hike. Hut. Hut hut. Go. Strike. Go. Go. Strike. Strike. Sit hut. Sit hut. Sit hut. 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 Hike. Hut. Sit hut. Go! Hut. Sit hut. Sit hut. Go! Sit hut. Hut. Go. Sit hike. Hike. Hut hut. Hut hut. Sit hike. Hut hut. Sit hut. Sit hike. Sit hut. Sit hut. Hut. Go. Hut hut. Sit hut. Hut hut. Hike. Tonight.